Coronation Street delivered a gripping episode on Thursday that strongly hinted the dangerous Theo Silverton might escape justice. The builder has been subjecting his partner, Todd Grimshaw, to a disturbing pattern of abuse, and the storyline reached a dramatic peak earlier this week. In a special installment, audiences saw a severely injured Todd recount his experience to the police, prompting an official investigation into Theo's actions. Todd's closest ally, Platt, was one of the first to sound the alarm. While Todd remained in hospital recovering from his serious injuries, she made another attempt to support him. Sarah knew there was crucial footage stored on a tablet that could potentially prove Theo's guilt, and she spotted a chance to retrieve it when Theo left his van unlocked during the latest episode. However, her plan quickly unraveled. Theo caught Sarah in the act and confronted her, trapping her against the side of his vehicle. Clearly shaken, Sarah tried to defuse the situation and warned that she would scream if he didn't let her go. Theo responded coldly, threatening to call the police and suggesting she would have to justify her actions. Later on, it was revealed that Theo had followed through with his threat and contacted the authorities. Although the trip to the police station wasn't shown, Sarah eventually returned home with her boyfriend, DC Kit Green. Once there, Kit didn't hold back, expressing his frustration over her risky decision. Sarah defended herself, insisting she hadn't forced entry since the van had been left open. She argued that none of it would have been necessary if Theo had already been arrested. Kit, however, explained the legal reality, pointing out that without sufficient evidence, police could only detain Theo for a limited time. He also warned that even if Sarah had obtained proof, the way she acquired it could have rendered it unusable in court. A skilled lawyer, he added, might even twist the situation to make Theo appear like the victim. Towards the close of the episode, Sarah visited Todd in hospital to apologize for her actions. She admitted that her attempt to help had backfired and that she had received a police caution as a result. Todd accepted her apology, but his response carried a chilling warning. He expressed his belief that Theo wouldn't stop until he had completely destroyed him, highlighting the ongoing danger he still faced. Viewers are also aware that Theo is tied to a wider storyline involving multiple antagonists. He is one of several characters who could become victims in an upcoming murder plot, alongside others with equally troubled histories. Whether Theo ultimately avoids punishment or meets a darker fate remains uncertain, adding further suspense to the unfolding drama. Following the powerful episode, fans immediately took to social media to share their thoughts and reactions. Many praised the show for its emotional intensity and realistic portrayal of abuse. One viewer described the episode as deeply moving, admitting it brought them to tears and commending the show for addressing such an important issue. Another commenter highlighted the episode's impact, calling it both heartbreaking and essential viewing. They expressed hope that the storyline might encourage those experiencing similar situations to seek support, noting how emotionally charged the final moments were. A different viewer reflected on how the episode resonated with their own past experiences, recalling feelings of fear and helplessness. They appreciated the show's willingness to address complex topics like honor-based abuse, stating that it was an important conversation to bring into the spotlight. Others focused on the performances, praising the cast for their powerful acting throughout the storyline. One fan described the episode as difficult to watch, but incredibly well executed, singling out the emotional scenes and impactful dialogue as standout moments. Overall, the episode left a strong impression on audiences, combining intense storytelling with meaningful themes. As the situation continues to develop, viewers are left wondering whether justice will prevail or if Theo will manage to evade consequences for his actions. Coronation Street is set to unveil the identity of Carl Webster's mystery attacker in a dramatic twist on ITVX, and it turns out to be someone completely unexpected, not Theo Silverton. Carl has been convinced for some time that Theo is responsible for Billy Mayhew's tragic death. In the latest developments, he struck a risky agreement with Summer Spellman, hoping to finally expose the truth. Determined to see justice served for both Billy and Todd Grimshaw, Summer agreed to offer Carl a large sum of money if he could secure solid proof linking Theo to the crime. However, Summer made it clear she wasn't willing to trust Carl blindly. She insisted that he would only receive the payment once he delivered evidence strong enough to stand up in front of the police. Her caution highlighted just how little faith she had in Carl's motives, knowing he often puts money above everything else. In Sunday's episode, Carl approaches Summer at the corner shop and confidently tells her that he plans to obtain the evidence that very day. He also hints that once he has what he needs, he intends to leave Weatherfield immediately. Trying his luck, Carl asks for part of the money up front, but Summer refuses to budge. She reminds him that she knows exactly what drives him and makes it clear he won't see a penny until he proves Theo's guilt. Later, out on the street, Carl notices Theo involved in a tense confrontation with Gary. During their exchange, Gary mentions that Todd is out of town for the weekend, a detail that seems to catch Carl's attention. Not long after, the tension continues inside the Rovers, where Theo attempts to order a drink. His frustration quickly boils over when Gemma refuses to serve him, leading to another heated moment. When Theo storms out, Carl decides to follow him, clearly looking to provoke a reaction. He tries to bait Theo into a physical fight, but Theo quickly realizes what Carl is attempting. Instead of taking the bait, Theo delivers a chilling warning, promising that he will deal with Carl later when darkness falls. As night arrives, Carl walks home alone, likely believing Theo's threat is about to become reality. Suddenly, he is ambushed from behind in a brutal and unexpected attack. Caught off guard, Carl assumes that Theo has made good on his warning. But the situation takes a shocking turn when Carl looks up and sees Ronnie standing over him instead. The revelation leaves him stunned, clearly not expecting Ronnie to be the one responsible. In disbelief, Carl points out that Ronnie has targeted the wrong person, indicating that he wasn't meant to be the victim of this assault. Still reeling from the attack, Carl questions Ronnie, asking whether carrying out the act has made him feel any better. Ronnie's response is calm yet unsettling, as he simply suggests that it might have, leaving the moment hanging with an air of mystery. Coronation Street is set to introduce a significant twist in the developing storyline involving Will Driscoll and Megan Walsh on ITVX. The drama takes a new direction as the troubling situation between the pair continues to unfold. Viewers are already aware that Megan has been manipulating her student Will, with her inappropriate behavior exposed recently after Sam Blakeman uncovered the truth. Following the revelation, Megan was arrested and taken in for police questioning. Despite the seriousness of the accusations, she has not yet faced formal charges. Authorities, along with the Driscoll family, have struggled to gather enough solid proof against her, especially as Will continues to insist that nothing inappropriate ever took place between them. In tonight's episode, Kit delivers an update to Ben, Eva, and Maggie, explaining that the Crown Prosecution Service is likely to abandon the case due to insufficient evidence. This development comes as a major blow to those hoping Megan would be held accountable. Will happens to overhear this conversation and later meets Megan to share the news. He tells her that the investigation appears to be nearing its end, something that clearly lifts Megan's spirits. Meanwhile, Will becomes increasingly excited about their future together, believing they will soon be free to leave everything behind. As tensions continue to rise, the storyline promises more dramatic twists, leaving viewers wondering whether Megan will finally face consequences or manage to slip away once again.